Let's go into the kind of attack you're receiving. One is that you are UMNO stooge.
Yeah. You see, I would say that I will give you all the answers. Easier, you know.
Okay.
He has created a lot of what we call nonsense. The grandfather of all nonsense is one that I'm trying to I have a new party as a plan B. I have no plan B. We are so confident that the central delegate of MCA will ensure that the EGM and the resolution that we propose will be passed. So there is no such thing as plan B. He all the time tried to tie me with Tiong.
Right.
I have nothing to do with Tiong. And I've said it today openly, that this is the greatest nonsense of all nonsense. That's why I attack it as the grandfather of all nonsense, created by Ong Tiket. If you look at Ong Tiket's political career, his career is built on his eloquence, by smearing his opponent or his friends. Track record, he has done nothing. If you check his track record, whether he dared to announce his track record, nothing. Nothing to show even as a president. The only thing he achieved is to sack me. Nothing. In the whole presidency, 华语说三聘，聘经济、聘政治、聘种族和谐，最成功就是聘蔡希利。Nothing else he has achieved. And then he says, number one, I take 100 million from Tiong. If I have 100 million, I will tell Ong Tiket, please, I don't want to get involved. That presidency is not even worth 100 million. Okay? Say that is from Dr. Chua. And I've never had any intention to be the president of MCA. If I had, I would have challenged him last time. At that time, I even harbored the thought that he would be the most suitable person to be the president. 1 year later, I have my doubts now. Not only doubts, I'm very sure that he has done nothing for MCA. He has created animosity within the party. He has created division within the party. He has not provided direction for the party. He has not given hope to the party. And today he is surrounded by a lot of appointed members.
Okay.
And the other thing that he created, okay, money, new party. Yeah. After this doesn't sink in, he talk about the new party. Earlier he was talking about gangster. He says I'm involved with gangsterism. You ask MCA delegate, they will tell you what is Ong Tiket's background. Please. I don't like to talk about people's past. Okay? So these have not gone down well. I don't have so much money. They say they have taken money. But where is the people who's complained? Please come forward. I'm sure if there's any complaint, the disciplinary board will be more than happy to sack them.
So until today, there's no proof?
They're just talking. Okay. Just talking. And then he said, I'm a stooge of UMNO. I'm sure Prime Minister wants to see a strong and united MCA. So don't create that nonsense. A weak MCA is of no use to Barisan Nasional. A weak MCA is of no use to UMNO. Because we cannot deliver the votes. The 8 by-election we've gone through is very clear that the Chinese are not supporting BN because of MCA. So don't blame weak MCA on Chua Soilik, because you are the president.
He's having the problem of receiving money from Tiong, and then the free flight issues.
Well, Ong Tiket says I have a tainted image. He always go everywhere. He says I got tainted image. I'm a recycled product. He is whiter than white. He has forgotten that he is the only MCA minister ever hauled up by MACC. He is the only MCA minister who had to go to police station. He is the only MCA minister investigated by MACC for abuse of privilege, using people's private jet. It's not a question of paying money. It's not a question of hitching a ride. It's not that, It's not that. So these are things that he has to explain. Why is he not explaining? Why is he not taking up the challenge to debate with Dato Sri Tiong? I mean, eloquence, Dato Sri Tiong, I'm sure nobody can compare with Ong Tiket command of language. Why is he not announcing his wife's account? Why is he not going to the temple to cut the cockroach head, which the Chinese believe? He's not taking all these challenges. So these remain things which have not been explained.
Talking about the new party, so you have made a clear stand that you...
This is the grandfather of all nonsense. Okay. I don't even have any idea who the hell is behind this party. So don't use your eloquence to smear people.
Do you think what kind of new accusation will come up after this?
Well, he is very good at this. He would attack you. He has been consistently attacking me. First, I want to destroy the party. Then the second thing he says that I'm a puppet of UMNO. To destroy MCA. That's the biggest nonsense. They want to see a strong MCA to deliver a Chinese vote. 3, he says I'm in collaboration with gangsters. So when we went down to Johor, where there were MCA divisional leader waiting to receive them, he never bothered them. He just walked upstairs and he then tell the Chinese press that he's surrounded by gangsters, probably implying that it's called by me. I'm sure you saw in the Chinese paper, all of them came out in the press and showed their membership card. Then he says that I received money from 100 million from Tiong. Number one, no reason Tiong to support me. Because everybody knows, and the Wednesday event shows clearly, whoever is a Minister of Transport will continue to investigate PKFZ, because that's a cabinet decision. Ong Tiket project the image that he is the only one who is on a crusade, an anti-corruption crusade that he's undertaking, forgetting that he himself is tainted with it. Now he has to be more aggressive, to be sure that he's whiter than white. But then Cabinet says that this is not just a question of corruption, it's a bigger issue is involved. Of how to rehabilitate the project, how to move forward the project. It is not the question of just corruption and abuse. Corruption and abuse, the government is aware, the Rakyat is aware. So it is up to the government with this high task force involving many disciplines to clean up.
So therefore, if your faction win and if Ong Tiket has been toppled and then I presume a new minister is in charge of the Transport Ministry, you will support the
No, now it's overtaken by the cabinet.
But some have doubt.
No, it is a cabinet decision. I don't doubt a cabinet decision. I'm a cabinet member before. And Najib knows that the Raya is watching. If he doesn't fulfill the task force, the government will fall. You can quote me on that.
Okay.
And I know Dato Sri Najib. When he says something, he will do it.
But some say the forming of the super task force is actually to take away the power on Tiket.
Because he politicized the whole issue. That's number one. He politicized what is called ministry function into a political problem. 2, he tries to create an image only he is doing the job. The rest are not interested. Agree?
Yeah.
Which is very unfair. This is all called creating individual heroism and sacrificing the bigger picture. The bigger picture is BN and MCA. To him, that's not important. To him, he has no performance to show off in the whole party. 1 year he has done nothing.
Okay.
So he has to use this. And I've said that long before, that don't politicize ministry work. And do not bring ministry work into your party. That would be self-defeating for Chinese and MCA members. Because UMNO has more ministers than MCA. Okay. Imagine if they politicize their ministry work and bring it back to UMNO and pass in UMNO EGM and tell the Chinese community, this is not what I want to do, this is what the party wants me to do. What have you got to say, my dear friend?
So let's talk about your relationship and Tiket's relationship. Is it a long time coming? I mean, you can see...
He's hardly on speaking term with me.
Since the
party election. The first week after my election, he wrote a long article condemning me. If you read Chinese, I can show it to you. 1 week after my election, exactly. When I confronted him, he said, oh, those old articles, the paper will publish it without calling him. That is Ong Tiket way of explaining. SMS that he sent to me, he said, oh, somebody hacked into his phone.
Yeah.
What nonsense. That phone, hardly anyone didn't know. I can show it to you. I keep it. 2 weeks later, that particular MCA leader was suspended. And I can show it to you.
Sure.
I'm not creating a lie. I'm not good at that. I survive in the party because people know that I'm quite straightforward. I'm not good at creating picture and false image. There's so much of what we call distortion, make-believe, that at the end of the day, people don't know what is true and what is not true.